Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly.
Erik.
You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Erik,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make him do it. Oh!
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Erik.
And Kelly.
And this week we watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off, directed by John Hughes and written by John Hughes, starring Matthew Broderick, Alan Ruck, and Mia Sara. IMDb synopsis: a high school wise guy is determined to have a day off from school, despite what the principal thinks of that. So what'd you guys think?
That principal, scary.
Well, yeah, he chased Howard the Duck across the universe.
He did.
Is that the same dude?
It's the same
yeah.
dude.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's nuts, though. We're watching how an Enron CEO grew up.
Damn it.
Or if, it could be the Comcast CEO. I'm not real sure. I should look at their names, but I'm definitely sure one of those guys is Ferris Bueller because he just does all these shitty things. And what does Ferris do? He pays Ajit Pai to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And that's how the world works. Ferris Bueller is all those people.
God damn it, dude.
I mean,
So that's what you're saying is when when Cameron asks what Ferris is gonna do when for college and stuff like that, he's gonna go become the fucking CEO of some telecom company.
yeah, it's going to be the CEO of anything where he can talk officials out of doing stuff. I mean, we literally watched him. Here he is. He's got this principal who, I mean, he could have gotten rid of super easy, but no, he chose to humiliate him.
Yeah.
He concocted this whole story, and then of course everybody knows about it. I mean, this is a level of depravity. Like, if I caught Stan doing this, I'm pretty sure I'd take him out into the fucking woods and then, like, give him a chainsaw and go, when you cut down those 4 trees and split them all up, you're only like a tenth of the way there, bud, before you can leave. There's nobody here to talk into doing it either.
Yeah, it's very much the fucking Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer deal where he's just getting other people, like, the misinformation he's able to spread just by getting on the fucking phone and like talking to people and like, yeah, I'm real sick, just talking to fucking freshmen and get them to tell everybody else that he's all sick. This is like shit that, it would be way easier. So I was thinking about this while I was watching. I kind of lost my train of thought on that one, but it's one of those things. But it'll come back around, I think, into the same thing. It's one of those things where I don't know if this would be possible for him to get away with it if it happened nowadays. Like, if they remade this, it's kind of like Seinfeld kind of thing. A lot of those scenarios would go away because of cell phones and the internet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fucking caller ID.
Yeah, so he wouldn't have been able to get away with this with the parade, at least. Other stuff, I think he probably could have, the way he talks and stuff like that, I think he could have scammed people into different shit. But the parade itself, so many people have their cell phones out and all this stuff.
Yeah, it would be all over the internet.
Yeah, it would just be everywhere. So,
oh my god, I got tagged in this. Like, whatever. And okay, first of all, real quick about the parade. Now, I've watched it several times. It just dawned on me last night when I was watching it. Why is there a parade in the middle of the week? This is not a Sunday or Saturday thing. This is the middle of a school week, a work week.
Yeah, it's weird, right? And it's like a German parade, and it looks like it's like on fucking Broadway or close. Like, it's a main fucking street there, it looks like. So, because they're in New York, right? That's where they went, or are they in Chicago? Where the fuck are they at? Did I lose you guys? Am I talking to myself now? Shit. I think I'm talking to myself now. All right, well, I'm going to do some investigation while they try to get back on the internet. Okay, let's see. So, they're in Chicago. Okay, Chicago. That makes sense because the big tower. Yeah, okay, yeah. I just couldn't. Yeah, because they would totally gone to the Statue of Liberty. I don't know how much more time I could fill. You guys are gone. What am I doing? Oh no, you guys can see that now. Erik, Kelly, I've lost you. Shit. I wonder if they know that I've lost them. Let's see. Yeah. So, Chicago. Is there a huge German population in Chicago? I don't know. It's like they middle of the week they have a fucking like an Oktoberfest style parade going on. Let's see. Anything, anywhere? Looking at the goofs. Got nothing. I'm by myself. I'm panicking. Okay, yeah. I'm over there. Hello? Are you there? Nope, still no Erik. I'll jump back over to this one. Oh, man. Yeah. So, the car scene, I love that. The whole, the two valet guys just fucking taking the car, Cameron's dad's car, out for a fucking stroll, a joyride. This is probably, hey,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Hello?
now.
Okay, so you were talking, we were talking, and it still showed me talking to you, and I could hear everything you were saying, but it just wasn't pushing through for some reason.
Yeah, I said like
That's
Chicago
weird.
like 20,000 times.
Yeah.
I'm like Sausage King of Chicago.
Yeah, it makes sense.
fun.
Yeah, no. I had to look it up because I'm like, fuck, I lost everybody. I assumed you guys would know. But then I was thinking, it was like, if it was New York, they would have gone to the Statue of Liberty and all that stuff too. So that makes sense that it was Chicago. So, is there like a huge fucking German population in Chicago?
Isn't there a huge German population everywhere except for like, there's even one in South America.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Germans.
There's a lot of Germans in Germany too.
Yeah,
weird how that works.
Big German population there.
Yeah,
huge.
You know what why
massive.
the fuck don't we call it Deutschland?
Because we're asshole Americans that don't call other countries by the names that they chose to call themselves.
Do they though? I'm kind of curious. Like, do other countries just say, like, for instance, if you in Spanish, they taught us it was like Estados Unidos or something, right? For the United States.
Pretty much.
Why don't they just call it United States? Why don't we call it Mexico? The Russian ones would be tough because, holy shit, that's like a level of throat. That's like basically Klingon.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like on Impractical Jokers, they run into this girl and they're like, "Oh, where are you from?" She goes, "I'm from Germany." She didn't go, "I'm from whatever you just said," because I'm not pronouncing anything big right now. Yeah,
Deutschland. That's what they call it.
Well, I know, but she didn't say that, so it's like, why didn't you say that?
No, she's not really from Germany. She's a faker.
Maybe.
Well, I get that too, because like it could be like a name brand kind of thing when there's not a word for it, or when you want to say a name brand of something in another language, it's just the name of the thing. It's not whatever the other language thing. So why wouldn't we do the same thing with country names? Like other countries would call us the United States, even though it's a different name. It would be, whatever it is translated in their language. Same with us saying their, country name in English.
Yeah,
we should be saying
all of us
whatever.
having to learn some Chinese words to say China. And then, we could do Sverige, that's Sweden. And I think Norge is Norway. And Deutschland. See, I know 3 of them.
There you go. All kind of right in the area.
Just know the rest of them, It's like, come on. Let's get our shit together here.
No.
That's what Ferris Bueller would do. He would trick everybody. You know what? Ferris Bueller's the one who came up with Germany and Switzerland. What
convinced everybody to call it those other names. Yeah.
Could you imagine how different the world would be if everybody spoke one language?
Yeah.
Like, you'd think there would be a lot of problems that people would be like, "Wait, what did you say?" "Oh, I said this." "Holy shit! This whole time I thought you were saying this other thing."
So all the same language though, but would they not have their own local colloquialisms? Like, we even in America, you talk to somebody from the South, or
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're from California, or anywhere in the North, shit, if you talk to anybody far north too, and you're from California, I'm just putting California in there because that's where we're from.
Right.
They have different. They say different shit than we do.
Oh yeah, like
So-
for sodas, there's pops and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and then like shopping cart, there's buggies. It's just it's weird. I
So
think it's a
Yeah.
buggy.
We just watched the stupid Canadian show where the hockey people, I don't even know how the fuck they even understand each other. They say stuff like "wheel snipe silly boys." I'm like, what the hell does any of that mean? Ferda boys, come on, buddy.
And have you heard that, like, the Yorkshire accent in England and shit? That stuff is
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, what? How does anybody understand what you guys are saying? I imagine you grow up with it, you got it,
Wait,
so
how's that sound like? Can
I
you do
couldn't
it?
even do it. It is so it is
That was
so
good,
beyond
Kelly.
like my
I was
ability
really
to even
hoping that
fake
would
it.
work.
Yeah, I know. I tried. I was like, that's pretty good.
I think my favorite is the Cockney accent.
Oh, I can do that one. Oh yes, it's a bloody god day, isn't it? Like cheerio!
God damn it.
I'm doing my hands up and down. You
Yeah,
can
she
see
is.
it.
She's like doing a robot walk while she's doing it.
Hey, no, that's the jolly old shoulder thing.
I walk like a robot.
I impressed Stan. He's like, "Whoa, lady!" He like turned his head like.
He's like, you're a different person.
Speaking of different person, someone shaved their beard entirely off last night. Not me. It was Eric, and
Oh, you still have your beard then?
Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
So
Stan
Eric
knows
looks
who
weird
I
as
am,
fuck.
so-
Yeah, and Stan was looking at me like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
And he was grabbing at your face because
Yeah.
there's no 6 inches or
Yeah.
10 inches of beard. I don't know.
There's a lot of inches of beard, and he was ripping hair. So yesterday, what finally brought that to a head, he grabbed my beard, and I can deal with a little bit of beard tugging. It's not the end of the world, but he ripped out like 20 hairs at once,
Yeah.
and I thought he took part of my face off with it.
Face
Well,
off.
Yeah,
There's my
like he
cheek.
literally just, how you see those shows where they just rip skin out of, head.
Like on Always Sunny when she lost
Yeah.
her dread.
Luckily, my face skin is pretty thick, and it stayed there. But oh my god, I was like, "Ow, shit!" All right, that's enough of that, because now I've got a little bald spot in the middle of my freaking beard, and now my face gets cold. I was outside, and I'm like, "What is the sensation on my face I haven't felt in forever? This is bullshit." It's surprising how much the beard actually helps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
I'm
we're
sure
talking
with
about
him having the Anderson genes, as well as just having like babies have like a crazy weird strong grip for like how small they are. It's weird, like those little fucking fingers and just fucking grab.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
yeah.
And so add that to the Anderson genes. It's probably just like, I'm gonna fucking rip that whole fucking beard off your face.
You don't need that.
Well, he actually, at one point, I was playing with him, and he grabbed onto my beard and picked himself up with it.
Yeah.
No.
And I was like, "Oh!" And my face hurt so bad that day. I was like, "I'm not touching it with anything."
Doing some
And,
pull-ups.
yeah, he just threw himself on a big box of cookies.
Y'all want the
animal
cookies?
crackers?
Oh, okay.
We got some like, one of those big, like
The
really
cookies
cheap
broke his fall. It did.
boxes of crackers.
Yeah.
He just threw himself on them. Now he's all upset. He's like, "Oh, you tried to get me."
So Eric, now that you've disguised yourself, you could go to a school. Okay, let's try this again. That sounds weird. Like Ferris does with his girlfriend, picks up her in the fucking just a trench coat and a fucking hat. I know, looking at you after you don't have a beard on, you definitely look like a different person, especially at a glance. So,
Yeah.
because I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking used to seeing you with it, I just like. I guess this is still the time where you can fucking go around in a trench coat and a hat, and not everybody freak the fuck out
Not be questioned?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
because there's some dude in a
should
trench coat and a hat.
Yeah, I should probably paint my face so that way that when the computers all take over, I can just shave my beard off, and they'll be like, "Well, who the fuck is this guy?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm Pete."
Yeah. I
You
wonder who the
are?
fuck you
Yeah,
are.
I'm Pete. You don't have me in your face. That's because I live in the woods. I'm Woodsman Pete. you've seen that cartoon, right? And the robot won't want to be left out. Be like, yeah, and then it'll be like, yeah, I totally was talking about it, on this podcast that I'm Woodsman Pete. You can go back and look it up. And it's like, correct, bam, I'm in. And there you go.
One semester we had a kid in my in college, and his last name was Bueller, and the fucking the professor, instructor, whatever, could not pass up the fucking his deadpan Ben Stein thing every time. Even when the kid was like here, he still did it every fucking time. And it's like, God damn it, man. It was funny the first couple times.
Yes. Once a week, maybe, or I don't know. But every time.
Every time?
Every time. Like, it was the first time. Like, he didn't make this joke.
You obviously know
before.
he does that to other jokes, too. Like,
oh, yeah. He has to.
Oh, you got something on your shirt.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, oh, you got something on your shirt.
What was the guy professor of?
That one was, I think it was a history one.
Professor of one-liners.
Holy shit. History teacher? Boy,
Yeah.
I think I would have roasted him somehow in a history. Like one of those things you have to stand in front of the class and talk about. I think I could have worked that in about using the same joke every day.
Yeah.
That was really funny the first couple times, but isn't funny now.
Shouldn't we learn from the past? Isn't that what we're here for?
Yeah. He'd be over there like, wait a second. I mean, Ferris is, seems like he's okay. His sister, though, like, this movie really shows that when people piss you off or annoy you because they can get one over on people, you shouldn't go after them because you just don't get anywhere. It's a waste of time. Yeah. That's my whole idea about what the movie is like when the sister finally lets go, she gets Charlie Sheen and probably a side of like chlamydia and some AIDS, but I mean at the same time, it's Charlie Sheen. Right?
Is she at a restaurant or something? And I'll have a side of chlamydia and AIDS to go along with my pork steak.
Well, I mean, she definitely got him from some activities involving a mouth, so it's definitely a side of it. Oh, and anyway, so she's like, I mean, you see, like this principal, he like breaks into somebody's house.
I know that takes some guts. Even after the dog attacks him, basically.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. If this was like real life, okay, if you did a computer simulation and you had that dog there, the guy would be dead.
Yeah.
They would come back and his car would be towed away and that dog would have his gut just like ballooned out and he'd be over there like, I feel pretty good. And if nobody went outside for a couple days, they'd discover the heap of bloody mess.
No.
And be like, who the fuck is this guy? My dog killed somebody, You know what's dumb though? Like your dog can get taken away if it kills somebody on your property that's trespassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
If I'm trespassing on someone else's property, I totally give the dog permission to eat me. And without any persecution either. He's doing his job. That would be like if you're a bag boy at a grocery store, you can get killed because you loaded the bags too full.
I thought you said if you're a bad boy at a grocery store, and I'm like, what's a bad boy at a grocery store?
Oh, you want to know? I worked over 7 years in a grocery store, so I can tell you about bad boys in grocery stores.
I don't know if I want to hear those stories, Kelly. Maybe we have to put that on a different podcast.
Yeah. Grocery store after dark.
Yeah.
After hours. It's closing time, but we'll always stay open.
She just winked at the microphone.
Oh, fuck.
I really wish we had the camera on right
there.
Oh,
man.
Everybody missed out on that one. She winked at the fucking...
Did I actually do it like you would normally?
You did it exactly like you would for a camera, but into the microphone.
Because the thing is, like, when I actually really want to do a wink to like someone, it's like I got my eye closed and I got a disease in it.
Basically, this looks like she's doing a lot of meth and she had something in her eye for a second. Butt called out.
Does that mean I can do it again, you think?
Yeah, you should just...
I nailed it once
and just do it without thinking about it too much. I think your problem is You're too worried about performing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know what that's about.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, this kid, he just like gets away with everything, and then he talks his poor friend into driving his dad's car. And I mean, his dad say, I feel sorry for his dad. Like he's working hard, and he's not getting along very good with his wife. And here he is, he's trying to like keep it together while the kid's still there, you know, for the benefit of the kid. And then he works on this car, and he's probably even like, hey, trying to get this kid to come over and help him. But the kid's over there like,
no thanks.
oh, I'm sick. Ugh. You know, and that sucks. So then here he's going to come home, and this car that he worked on for 3 fucking years got backed out of the thing. I'm going to tell you right now, if that was me, I would 100% be like, hey, this guy broke into the house. He's tried to take your car. He didn't realize how he didn't know how to drive a manual, I don't think, because he ground the gears and he just jammed it in reverse, backed out, and then he got out and ran away.
Yeah, he didn't know how to drive your car, Pops. He was trying to
I
use
tried
a brick.
to fight him. I mean, I'd be like, Ferris, punch me in the face 5 or 6 times. Hard as you can. Yeah. I look at all this abuse I took. He beat the shit out of me, Dad. What am I going to do? That's like one of those things that seeing your dad's face in that situation would definitely be punishment enough. Regardless of whatever he's going to do, like, that's one of those times when, you know, I'm like really sure that it would actually make it easier for the kid to have done that to the car if the guy's mean to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then you get to be mad at him and it's like his fault or whatever. I think that's how people work. But like if you're looking at your dad and he's just like, what the hell? Oh, that sucks so bad. And you get to watch him be all devastated over the car. Holy shit. That'd be so, I'd feel terrible.
I mean, I feel like Ferris could have just talked Cameron's dad into just believing that somebody came in and stole the car or tried to steal the car, right? I mean, the way he can talk his way through damn near anything, he could have fucking just gotten him. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, this guy came over. Just I don't know.
He probably just have to do it over the phone though.
There's even that. Holy shit! Could you imagine how fucked up that poor guy who worked at the car lot would be when they got his prints off of the fucking car steering wheel, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
He wouldn't be relaxing then.
No. He's over there hammering the car for fucking 170 miles.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What a jackass. Fuck.
Apparently that car wasn't even a real Ferrari. They couldn't afford it.
What was it?
They made it looks like they made 3 replicas out of fiberglass with an MG chassis. I don't know what the fuck any of that means. I know what fiberglass is, but I don't know what an MG chassis is. So
Who knows?
But it wasn't an actual Ferrari because they couldn't afford to rent the car, so they made 3 replicas. So that car was expensive as shit to rent.
Huh.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice though that they did that.
And didn't just wreck a car like that.
Well, I feel like they, nowadays they just compromise the movie's quality because they have to have that car.
Yeah.
But then they would have skimp on something else that would have made the movie good.
Yeah.
Whereas this time they just, it's a pretty good movie all in all.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's a nice little romp, and you watch a sociopath just
manipulate everybody around him.
Fucking Matthew Broderick is a fucking psychopath in real life. If you look at him, dude, there's signs where people's eyes don't move, where they have no eye expression. It just the rest of their face moves. That guy, if you watch Jingle All, what the hell's the name of that one? Deck the Halls. His fucking eyes don't move. It's like he's Botoxed them. But see, I thought there might be Botox. Maybe he killed all the nerves in his eyes trying to make himself look young. Then I'm watching this movie. There's not a whole lot of eye expression. This dude's a fucking psycho.
And you get a whole lot of looks of him staring right at the camera. So, yeah.
So I was looking at one of those stupid internet things where you're looking at like Facebook or something, and it's like, you'll never believe what these stars did, and then it has like the stupid list
Yeah.
where you click at it and you have to navigate through the ads to see the rest of it.
Right.
One of them was like Ferris, like Matthew Broderick killed somebody in a car.
Yeah, there was a story here. Him and Jennifer Grey got engaged after the movie, and then they got about a year later. They got into an accident after filming Biloxi Blues, and just before the premiere for Dirty Dancing, and they got in a car accident in Ireland and killed passengers of the other vehicle, a mother and daughter.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Jesus. Were they at fault for the accident?
That's as much as this IMDb page says. I'll have to do more research to find out.
Fucking
Yeah.
hey, I wish I was alive but way back then as an adult, because
Why?
then you could just run people over and nobody knows about it. They just bury it. Nowadays, the daughter would be on the I don't know, the father would be on Facebook like, they fucking ran in about a lady that killed him, and then bam, they're in trouble. You know. Matthew Broderick had his wiener out too. There you go. Bam. He's a sex predator.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see. Oh shit. It says he tragically mowed them down. So he
What?
Let's see. Hold on. I'm reading the rest of the thing. Just go ahead and Let's see. Relatives.
Talk amongst
That's
yourselves.
the fucking shitty. Holy shit. He probably did it on purpose. I bet money. He's got like so many dead bodies in his graveyard back there. He probably kills immigrants and stuff. Jeez, you look at his eyes, man. I'm telling you, right? That fucking guy is a psycho.
Is he still married to Sarah Jessica Parker?
I think so.
He should be. Yeah.
So he was driving BMW, crossing the wrong lane, and slammed into their Volvo. So the first line of this fucking article makes it sound like they were walking on the sidewalk or something. And he just fucking plowed through them.
That's what
I'm like, what?
I know. Picture
they were
like
in
some
a
mom with like her little kid, you know, walking on the sidewalk, and he's just like, "Watch out, Sally!" Pow.
Yeah, so he smashed head on into the other car and killed the people.
I thought Volvos were supposed to be safe.
Well, I
guess not.
I guess Beamers are safer. I mean, see, that's why I always tell Kelly she needs to drive a pickup, because if that mom and the daughter had been inside of a pickup, guess what? Ferris Bueller would be the dead guy.
Wait, so where was it again? So this is where they drive on the other side of the road?
This is in Ireland, so yeah, they would be on the other side.
So
of the road.
I wonder if it had anything to do with it.
Oh, that might happen, yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would drive there?
Says he doesn't know why, because he was fucking out after the accident, apparently. So he just remembered waking up, and when he woke up in the hospital, and there was something wrong with his leg. So
Was Jennifer Grey in the hospital too, or just her? Or does it say?
It doesn't say in this article.
Mm.
Gray escaped with minor injuries, so no.
Okay.
And she doesn't know why either?
Yeah, it doesn't look like they interviewed her, because this is about him going back and talking with the family like 15 years later.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That brought this whole thing down. Stupid ass Matthew Broderick running over people.
You just had to bring up the cold eyes, didn't you?
Well, he's a fucking psycho. If you ever meet him in real life, he's probably gonna murder you. You're gonna wake up and he's gonna have one of those safari hats and a giant gun, and you're gonna be naked with a big ass fucking butt plug in your butt, and he's gonna be like, "You better run away, because we're playing Hunt the Human." What's the butt plug for? That's for later.
Damn it, dude.
And you're like, no. You know. But Ferris Bueller, he's kind of a character.
Yeah.
There's like a theory that I read a long time ago where this whole thing is in Cameron's imagination.
Uh-huh.
And he's actually like contemplating suicide and stuff, but he invents this fictional character to kind of get him out of his what do you call it?
His funk?
His funk, yeah. And to get him out doing stuff. And he's just kind of imagined.
No.
So that'd be nuts too. Wouldn't it be funny? You just see Cameron just like wandering around talking to himself.
Oh man.
Somebody call him?
Yeah.
So during the thing,
Hello?
Ferris talks about not having his own car and all that shit.
Yeah.
This thing says he owned a synthesizer, which in 1984 cost $8,000.
What?
Yeah.
$8,000?
Nice, Jason.
Well,
nice.
fuck, he had a computer, dude. Did you
I
lose
know.
me again?
No, I got you. I can hear you. Jason just said
yeah.
that his daughter asked what a butt plug was, so which is hilarious.
It's obvious. It's Jason.
Yeah.
Jason's a butt plug. It's a term about a person. How does she not know this? My kid, Stan, already knows what a butt plug is.
God damn it.
He sees me. I'm like walking down the street. I'm like, see that guy, Stan? He's a butt plug.
Yeah, he had a fucking synthesizer worth $8,000. He also had a computer that was attached to some kind of internet at that time because he was able to hack into the fucking school computers and change his shit. So I mean,
Yeah,
he's got some shit going on.
that's so much money though. That computer. I remember my dad bought a state-of-the-art computer in like 1992, and I think he spent like $8,007 somewhere in there, between $5,000 and $10,000.
Yeah.
And they were way more expensive back then. Plus, dude, $8,000 in what year was this?
1986.
Okay, $8,000 in 1986. You got to realize. Do you remember when you were a kid and you could go into the store and buy 2 normal-sized candy bars for $1?
Yeah.
Okay, you realize that they cost $1 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our money is worth half of what it was in 93, right? My
More or
mom,
less,
I
I guess,
remember
yeah.
going to. What's that?
More or less, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, they were definitely less than that before that.
Yeah.
So this is like, if you look at it like that, that's like a computer or a synthesizer that costs $16,000 now.
yeah.
Holy crap!
I mean, shit,
For
just
his
buying
kid.
buying stuff here, like for our podcast and all that stuff. We know that fucking audio equipment is not cheap, unless you want to buy
No.
something real shitty that has crackles and nastiness in it. So
No, I bought the I bought that 8-way what the hell do you call it? That audio interface that melted. The 8-way, it was like had like 18 inputs or something on it. It had a ton of stuff. I was like, this will be great. No matter how many people we have, we'll be able to have a mic and everything for everybody.
yeah,
And it was like $500. And I thought, geez, this is way too much money. Blah. Holy shit, if it was $16,000 though. Good Lord. That's ridiculous.
Wow. Okay. So he had I'm looking up the history of the internet stuff. So Ferris had to have had something that was like fucking commercial internet because like home internet didn't kind of get to everybody or get to more popularized until like 91. And it says very late 80s the ARPANET or commercial internet was put out there. So, and then the ARPANET was decommissioned in 90. It's the fucking.
Well, it's possible that his mother or his father might have. He looked like him. He's working in a big office high up. He might have. They might have installed that in his house so he could connect in.
So he could work from home.
Yeah, I mean it does snow really bad there.
Yeah.
I think everybody over there in that end of the world is having a terrible snowstorm right now, or just got over with it.
Yeah.
I watched a Reddit video of a place in Newfoundland and a 24-hour thing, and it's like 9 feet of snow in 24 hours. It's like, why would you even live there? I mean, like, honestly, if I lived there, I would have like a whole freezer that every summer I would completely fill up with like
just stocking up before the fucking thing.
Frozen everything. So if I get snowed in, it would be fine. And here it is. I'm living in a place that snows and I barely have anything in the freezer, but that's just because I'm poor.
Yeah.
You're going
to have to get out there and do some of that hunting, Eric.
Being poor sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah. I mean, all I have to do to get some deer meat is just drive up and down the road a little bit. It'll be fine.
I feel like because let's see, what's it called? Home Alone. That takes place in the first one takes place in Chicago, also, right?
Yeah.
So like, the Ferris's family obviously has a lot of money. So does the McAllisters. I feel like they're both in the same mob.
Maybe. Well, I mean, you look at like Chicago back in the 80s and the early 90s, that was like a hotbed of movies.
Yeah.
There's a ton of movies coming out of there. We got Wayne's World, Ferris Bueller, The Home Alones, Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Let me think here. There's definitely more that I can't remember right now, but there's a crap load. I mean, it's like, in the mid 90s, that stupid aqueduct in LA was like the hot spot of movies too.
Well, yeah, any action movie, you have to have that aqueduct.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where it takes place. We talked about this, I think, too. So
we're down south. Holy shit, we're in the LA aqueduct.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. That stuff's weird. I know I did listen to an interview with Charlie Sheen, and he was talking about, it sounded like he was banging her at the time. Like, even with maybe when she was with Matthew Broderick.
It's very possible.
I mean, he would definitely do that.
Apparently she is, I did not know this, but she's married to Clark Gregg, which is Coulson from the Avengers stuff. I looked
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what else has this lady done? So I clicked on her name on IMDb, and it has like all of her information or whatever, and then it's spouse Clark Gregg, and I was like, same guy, because I've never seen that guy's name anywhere else, and I was like, holy fuck, fucking Coulson on here, dude. And she does not look, I mean, I don't know, age. I wouldn't say age hasn't done her well. She just looks different than
she got
Matthew Broderick.
totally
Yeah. Matthew Broderick looks pretty much the same, just older.
Dead behind the eyes like a fucking shark.
Yeah. The cold, dead eyes, doll's eyes.
Eyes roll back. Can't tell if they see or if they see nothing at all.
I don't remember how many went into the water.
Yeah. Well, if it was fitting, that worked.
I mean, like, how the hell does his dad not see him?
Oh, in the fucking cab?
His dad's got his head up his ass.
Yeah.
He's like running next to him. How the hell does he not know what his son looks like or his
Looks at him
clothes?
and shakes his head like, oh, I'm seeing things today. I worked so hard today.
He's probably high on cocaine.
He's never once met Cameron or Sloane, like, either. So.
Oh, I know. That was so. I was still like, come on. You've never seen your son's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Ferris 100% has more than one girl. He definitely does.
Well, he even had a nurse that came to the door that was.
Yeah, the nurse who likes to fuck. She came to the
she
door.
never finished her sentence. You don't know what she would have said.
Well, it's definitely not truck, because she was not wearing trucker clothes. I mean, here's the thing though, like, he could have like went, I don't know. That guy's an idiot. Well, okay, so he's running away, right? And he's trying to get back to his house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then he stops to go talk to the bikini girls.
Yeah, he stops and talks to the girls. You know why? Because he's gonna, get friendly with them. And then where is he gonna be?
Honestly, I mean, how do they not already know who he is anyways? Like, it seems like everybody in that fucking area knew who Ferris Bueller was anyways.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
honestly, I'm a little jealous. I wish I could have built up some kind of a cult following like that in high school.
Hey, this movie came out plenty of time before high school. They had examples. So you could have just used them.
I know. I actually never seen this movie till we were going out.
Me, you?
Yes. Never watched it.
Wow. Yeah?
Yeah, I never cared for Matthew Broderick's face.
Yeah, I
he
can see
looks
that.
like a serial killer.
Yes, he does.
Well, like,
he is a serial killer.
So, like, back
allegedly.
then in this movie, he has like this cute. Okay, I don't think he's cute, but he's cute, like, okay, if that makes sense. And then, like, as a man, he's just eerily creepy.
He looks like a vampire, a shark vampire man
off about it, and
who puts butt plugs in dudes and then makes them run away from him with a gun.
Now that Eric points out the cold eyes, I really just can't.
Okay, if you want to see what I'm talking about, if you watch videos of Hillary Clinton talking and Matthew Broderick talking, and then somebody who has a soul like Joe Rogan, you'll actually see a huge difference in what their eyes do. You'll be like, wait a second, there's eyes aren't moving.
There's eyes,
and his eyes
moving.
are. Yeah, I've been watching too much Letterkenny. It came out like that.
Yeah, and that's why eyes are the windows to the soul.
You don't have
you
none.
can see like people's eyes like bright, shine, light up when they see something like ahs and stuff. And then there's some just like, okay, I'm gonna walk over.
Yeah, they're just
here
dead.
now. I'm not gonna.
It's like you're looking into a lizard's eyes.
Because they're lizard people. Huh?
Bring you back to the movie from last week.
Guys, I have a plan. I think we need to kidnap Matthew Broderick. We can get right at the center of this lizard people thing.
Yeah.
We'll leave him at Jason's house.
We can attend meetings and stuff and know about them.
No, we're just going to kidnap him and then torture him, and we'll whip out his butt plug, and then he'll tell us what's going to happen because he doesn't want to get shot in the back with a butt plug in there.
Are you going to shoot him in the back with a butt plug, or he's just going to have a butt plug in him?
Yeah, he's like
he's going to have a butt plug in him. I don't want him to shit all over the carpet. That's why there's the butt plug.
Our dog needed that earlier in the week.
Yeah, they did. We had a hell of a week.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. So we went down to Chico to get some groceries.
Yeah.
And we go into a store. We come back out, and Kelly's like, there's shit everywhere. And we're not sure if it was one dog or two, but they like shit out their entire body weight in just nasty
goop.
Basically cream corn.
You don't have to
all over.
Describe it
and
exactly.
Then they did it again in the house and then again in the house.
Yeah, twice in the house.
Just makes me think of Dumb and Dumber. There's shit everywhere. It's all over the place. That one. The Dumb and Dumber. Is that one?
Oh,
that's okay.
That's probably why I'm like,
no, what the fuck's his name? God damn it, Bob Saget.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I've only seen it once. I thought you were referring to when Harry's on the toilet.
No,
and he's he makes the squeaky farts, and he's like,
it's like Eric Cartman had too many hot pockets.
Yeah.
Mom, bat him.
Playing too much World of Warcraft.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Damn it.
But that's, well.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, so that's that's Ferris Bueller. He shits all over the place. He grows up to be a serial killer who pays off Ajit Pai so he can just do whatever he wants and jack up the internet and charge Netflix $1 million. Thanks, buddy.
Well, at least this movie has a awesome like song, so you kind of forget about the creepiness of his eyes.
Yeah.
Nice. You guys were perfectly in time there, at least on my end.
And I like how it's throughout the movie, not just one time.
Yeah.
Like my favorite part when it plays though is when Ed Rooney is on the bus. Like
yeah, no, it's awesome.
Sits next to the girl with a pocket. You have pocket worms. She had pocket bears.
Yeah. Steve, that's where your sweetheart is. She's probably a 40-year-old woman now.
Yep.
She's definitely blonde with glasses. You got to track her down. Chicago. Pizza.
I do like pizza.
Dicka. Bears.
Oh man.
Classic.
Blame SNL and Chris Farley. I love that skit. It's funny. I'm all doing weird things to my hand right now.
She is. She's like smiling into the microphone and doing these like hand waves. It's nice.
It's nice.
It is. It's nice. You're like actively participating.
It's a good thing.
It's nice. Yeah.
It's a real good thing.
Doing real good. I was trying really hard for patronizing. Did I make it?
No. Not quite there. Well, you can do better. You've done better.
Well, I don't want to be an asshole about it.
Oh, well.
Be patronizing without being an asshole.
Can you, though?
Yes, I think I just did it.
Oh.
Jeez. So yeah, what the hell's the guy's name? Cameron. I've only seen him in
Spin
City. Yeah, he's pretty good in that. He's the same kind of a character.
Yeah. So as a kid, I've seen this movie a lot as a kid, a teenager, whatever. Seems like I didn't see him anything from Ferris Bueller till Spin City. I'm like, is that guy from them? Is that Cameron? I'm sure he was in things between, but I was just like totally shocked that I thought he'd like died or something, and then here he is.
Let's see. I'm going back. Hold on. Let's see. Gotta find.
What else is that girl in?
Jean, the sister or the
Sloane.
Oh, Sloane. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like I've seen her in some
Probably
other
some
stuff,
other
but
80s
I
things.
don't have any idea what it was.
Time Cop.
Mia Sarah was in Time Cop?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Time Cop.
Legend.
Which one's that?
I don't know.
So Cameron was in Speed.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
he was.
dude, he was in Speed.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that movie. Why don't we own that?
He's also in Star
I've seen
Trek
that movie so
Generations.
many times.
He's in Star Trek?
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely like a douchey, some alien
He's
doucheness.
Captain Harriman, so he's one of the. I imagine he's probably a Starfleet guy.
He's a douchey Starfleet guy.
Oh yeah, he's in Scrubs. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
He's in Scrubs?
Yeah, he's only got one episode, so
Oh.
yeah.
Well, I mean, Spin City was a pretty good show.
Was that the Matthew Fox? Good grief.
No, it's got Michael J. Fox.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And then Charlie Sheen took over for him when he had to quit because he got diagnosed. It had Barry Bostwick as the like dim-witted mayor.
Right.
And it had Carla Gugino. Is that how you say her name?
Oh, the one that lived in paradise?
Yeah.
The one that's I didn't know she was on that?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she was looking pretty good in that. And then they had a Latina woman. I don't remember. I think her name's Jennifer Esposito or something. That might be wrong. Anyways, they were pretty good in it. There was like all this weird like tension, and they did a good job with funny stuff that the mayor did. Like the mayor shit his pants, and it was on reruns, I think, after school, and that's how I became familiar with it because I liked Michael J. Fox.
Sounds about right.
And then as a kid, I also liked Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this works pretty good. And Cameron, I don't know what the hell his real name is, but Cameron was pretty funny.
Alan Ruck.
Oh, there you go. So.
Yeah, don't remember the show at all. Wow.
Yeah, I've seen it a whole bunch of times.
I didn't know Connie Britton was in that. Jeez, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she was in it.
Yeah, you're right, Jennifer Esposito. Interesting.
And it had fucking 6 seasons too. Weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that
man.
weird how many different shows there are? Like, wouldn't it be nice if after a show's like 15 years old, it just goes into it's free and you could watch it whenever you want?
That would be nice.
You could just download it.
Yeah.
Why can't we have that? If
'Cause
I'm
companies
elected
still
to
wanna make
Congress, then
money.
I am going to push through this bill where if something is older than 15 years old, it just becomes free. Unless it's a person. Then its value increases.
But then you're gonna get like what fucking Disney's doing with everything, remakes of everything, so they can continue to keep the fucking shit going. You're
I
just
put some in the bill. That'd be called the anti-Disney clause.
Oh man,
Dude, so I watched this YouTube channel called Level 1 Techs. If anybody's interested in Linux or putting together computers or anything like that, I highly recommend it because. And they have this, anyways, they have a news thing they do every week, and it's split up into 3 things, and one of them is like stuff to do with like DRMs and whatever. Anyways, so they're talking about like all the crap. What were we talking about?
You said your podcast?
Before that, what was Steve talking about? It, like connected with that.
Alan Ruck.
we're talking about the Disney thing.
Yeah, Disney. Yeah. Okay. Now I can't remember. What the hell's wrong with my brain?
That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to like get some baby blood or something for crying out loud. My brain just doesn't work. What the hell?
That's on the internet.
Yep. That's
It's just a joke, but
Oh man, yeah. So were a lot of other things people have said, been taken out of context.
just go over to
Oh, man.
Matthew Broderick's house. There's probably some baby blood with a little butt
Just
plug
all
juice
over the
on it.
place.
Ew.
God
All
damn
right,
it, man. All right, that's it. We're fucking done. Thanks for watching,
No,
everybody.
I'm
What podcast, what movie are you choosing for next week, Eric?
What about ratings?
What?
We'll do
Well,
that
dang
after.
it, I
'cause-
had a good story. It was,
Okay.
okay. It's
Okay.
Matthew Broderick's the sicko doing that stuff,
Okay,
allegedly.
movie next week.
Anyways,
Let's see if we're on the show. He knows what he's doing.
well, I was going to tell you guys something, but now I can't remember what it was. It
Well,
had to
tell
do
us
with
the movie pick
it had to
then.
do with Disney, and then it had to do with them talking about something Disney did.
Hey, you lost it.
I got to remember what the hell it is. It's going to drive me nuts, honey.
Okay, well, maybe you'll come back to it. Just do the thing.
What?
What's your movie pick?
What movie are you gonna choose?
Oh, I talked about it. I was actually going to ask you. Remember last time when I picked Die Hard, I was talking about a movie I was going to pick before that. Do you remember what it was?
You did mention a movie, but I don't know. You're like, oh, we'll have to watch it for the podcast, but I don't know if that's what your movie pick was.
What was it?
Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, that's the
No?
one you've been talking about like for last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we could do that. That'd be good because we could see a cold dead behind the eyes guy, and then you got an actual con man who's just stealing money from the bank, which it's like. Wait a second. So, what in the fuck were they
All right,
talking
what rating
about?
did you guys give the movie?
4 stars.
Yeah, I give it 4 stars too.
I also gave it 4 stars.
Sweet.
You know what Ricky and Jason would give it? Well, it was made
Well,
before
this is
the
an 80s
90s.
movie? Yeah.
So Jason's gonna give it a 2 star, and Ricky didn't even watch it, so he's only gonna give it a 1.5.
Yeah.
How many times did Ricky not watch the movie?
Probably a lot. The only reason he would know anything that happened to this is because, like last week, when
on
I had
Family
to
Guy.
put it in the Family Guy thing where Stewie's running across doing the same scene that Ferris does at the very end of this, where he's running to try to get home before his parents do. So
Oh.
I still want to get him with that Seth MacFarlane or that Danny DeVito thing they did in Super Troopers 2.
yeah, That's
Where,
fucking
where
hilarious.
he knows that I know who it is, and he's getting mad that I'm like I don't know who it is.
He knows what you're doing though, so it doesn't.
Yeah, but at this point, it's been so
Amazing.
long. I don't think he'd remember.
You gotta get him really high before we do it too.
We should get both of us really high. That way, I just bumble it around, so it's
Oh,
terrible,
jeez.
and it would
Just fuck
probably be
it up.
pretty funny. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, I can't remember. Disney did some terrible thing. Oh, I remember what it was now.
Finally.
So Hollywood people have paid some internet company a bunch of money to make an AI that writes scripts, and it bases it off of scripts that have already been written for successful movies, and then is rewriting them. I'm not shitting you. That's a
I-
real thing.
I feel like that makes sense to me. Like the kind of
Yeah.
shit that
Yeah.
comes out lately, that makes a whole lot of sense to me. So
Yeah.
Well, it's like they're too worried about making money. It's like, okay, so Rocky is a good example of that. It got turned down by every fucking movie people in the world. Okay. And then I don't remember exactly what happened, but somehow Sylvester Stallone talked somebody. I think he actually stalked a guy and was like outside of his house for like 3 or 4 days. And finally the guy's like, fine, we'll give you some pity little budget. Here you go. Get up the fuck away from me. Right?
yeah.
There's some little story with that. And then the movie got made and everybody fucking loves Rocky, right?
Mhm.
So at some point you'd think the other people that were in charge of this guy who finally gave it, the thumbs up, all of the people who turned it down needed to have been brought into the office and been like, hey bud, you're fired. You don't know how the fuck would you turn this movie down? You can't tell it would be a good movie. You're a fucking idiot. But I feel like all of those people are still there. And that's why we get these like surprise hit movies.
Yeah.
And then we have all of these really expensive shit movies that are no surprise that they're terrible.
Well, and when you get like 15 rewrites and new directors constantly, and it's just like because either the people wanting the movie done didn't like the direction the director was taking, or the director got fed up with all the shit that the people higher up are trying to put him through, like, making him do this or that kind of thing. So, and it's like, and then they release it and it doesn't get good ratings. And then they go, well, that obviously nobody ever likes that thing. It's just the worst thing. They can't ever admit that maybe their meddling in the fucking film might
Yeah.
have caused the problem,
Mhm.
No, it's
Well,
just
it's
that
like-
they don't ever like. We'll probably never get a fucking, at least not for a long time. We'll never get a good Dark Tower movie because they, whatever happened with the directors and all that shit got involved and just kind of fucked up the whole thing. So
Well, I mean, at some point, somebody should have said, wait a second. Everybody loves Stephen King's books. He clearly knows how to make a story. Maybe what the problem is we're not thinking about how to just stay true to the material. It's like my favorite is season 8 of Game of Thrones.
yeah,
It's like they had fucking George R. R. Martin's notes until season 7, right? Maybe season 6.5. Okay. Okay. Somewhere in there, it really falls off the rails. And those guys didn't just show up at his house and go, look, we're going to do this. And he would have been, what? Why? This is like 18 of my books jammed into one season. What the hell are you doing here? You need to drag this shit out more and get like 15 seasons out of this.
yeah,
Because the last that's the worst part. The last season is like more action than all of the other seasons put together.
yeah. That's your.
It's more things
yeah.
happening, more action. It's like the entire like tempo of the show just took. I mean, and then you're talking about like the directors and everybody getting involved. Look at how good Louis the sitcom was.
Yeah,
That was great because it was just him. It's just him. Like I think part of the deal was he told them nobody can screw with my stuff. And thank God the scandal happened after that.
yeah.
Because we ended up with a great show out of it. I mean, there's tons of podcasts too that are a great example of that. There's like all kinds of stuff where these people that don't know anything or even how to be funny are giving notes to comedians that they're paying money to. I mean, like I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan's podcasts and they have other comedians on, and those comedians have been writers for shows, and they all have stories about a hilarious joke that some suit came in and was like, well, why don't they say this instead? And it ruined the joke. It's like how much of that happens in a show until the show's not any good.
Mhm.
Just because they want to put their stamp on it. Now, if I was that exec or Steve was, we're both lazy as fuck. We are. I would go, I don't give a shit. The fucking show looks good to me.
I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
yeah,
I'm
it's
just going to
great.
hire somebody I think is funny or has made
Yeah.
a good thing in the past and just do your thing, man. Do your fucking thing.
Yeah, I'd be like, look, this is the only thing. It has to be fucking funny.
Yeah.
All right? I don't want kind of funny or, oh, it's all right. I want fucking funny. I'm not going to give you any notes other than I want it fucking funny. I don't give a shit. You can do whatever you want. Fucking funny, though.
Yeah.
All right? And the guy's like, geez, how funny do you want it? I said fucking funny, buddy. Jesus.
Oh, man.
And then you know what? It'd probably be terrible because they'd be like, oh, fuck, if it's not really fucking funny.
Yeah, they'd be overthinking it too
God.
much.
We're-
We already had too much involvement at that point.
Yeah. It's like, just do your thing, guys. I'm going to go eat in the car like Bob Pogo at that point. F is for, I mean, Netflix it does a great job apparently because Bill Burr was on a podcast telling Joe Rogan that they don't bug him at all. They just are like, yeah, show up at the show. And they put it on there, how he delivered. And guess what? It's one of the fucking funniest TV shows.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some moments in that where you're like, what the fuck? And the funny part is about it, it's actually got a little bit of depth to it.
Yeah.
I mean, just the kids, like you watch that teenage boy bang the fucking neighbor lady and then go through the torment of, oh my God, I banged my fucking neighbor's old lady that he's going to fucking propose to. And then he has the balls to fucking tell it to a cokehead.
Yeah.
This kid needs a fucking either a stupidity medal or like great guy of the year.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, when you're 15 or 14, you cannot turn down a woman that's gonna do it with you. You can't. I think it's literally humanly impossible.
Oh, man.
They should test that.
All right, that's it, guys.
How many 14-year-old boys would be like, hell yeah, high five right there?
Oh
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure, mixer.com/Turkadur, and twitch.tv/Turkadur Plays. Also, youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. You can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. Follow Eric on Twitter at
Quick and Severe.
Kelly on Twitter at
Sugar Snuggles.
Jason on Twitter at Unbelievable1, and Ricky on Twitter at Furry Twitter Balls. You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at hapgaming.com. Each one of those names individually at hapgaming.com. You can find all the stuff I've been saying in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and twitch.tv/Turkadur Plays. That's going to be it, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Join us this, I think it's Tuesday, as we play something. And also check out the channel because Jason, I've got him all set up, so he'll be streaming some more. So check out whatever the fuck he's streaming. It'll probably be something.
He'll probably be making something, and it'll be very tedious.
Yes, but he'll enjoy
not
it.
To watch,
and honestly, you guys will probably enjoy it too, because he's not that bad by himself, just kind of talking about random shit. So. And also join us next Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Pacific time, as we discuss Catch Me If You Can. That'll be next week's movie, and that's gonna be it though. Thanks for watching. Oh, and next month is we're gonna do Disney month, so we're gonna be watching some Disney stuff. So I think Jason will actually have the first pick in that. I think. Is that how that works? Maybe.
Well, if he's
I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
As long as he's gonna be there for that podcast, so we'll figure that out. And so next, so February will be Disney month for us.
Maybe Ricky will want to join for a Disney movie.
We have to find one that's directed by Seth MacFarlane.
You know what?
Everything Fox now is Disney, so he technically could watch 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. That's directed by Seth MacFarlane, and I think it was produced by or funded by Fox. So
I would be fine with the Family Guy movie.
They made a movie too?
It's a Star Wars based movie.
Oh.
I would be totally fine watching that as a
Harvest?
Disney movie. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm serious.
Oh man. All right. So
that might be the one I could get Ricky in.
We'll talk to you guys next week though. Thanks for watching.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.